Aloha XTERRA Tribe. Welcome to the 2019 XTERRA World Championship here in Kapalua, Maui. My name is Tommy. I'm one of the web hosts. And this year's event sees one of the deepest pro fields the race has ever seen. More than 60 professionals are going to line up down on DT Fleming Beach come Sunday, including 6 former world champions, all vying for their share of $100,000 in prize money. The action all unfolds Sunday. However, joining us right now, we have the best professional men in the world right here at Race HQ Ritz-Carlton to answer a few questions. Alongside me, we have the defending world champion from Costa Rica, Rom Akeson, the 2017 world champion from South Africa, Bradley Weiss, 2019 Pan Am Tour champion from New Zealand, Sam Osborne, 3-time XTERRA World Champion from Spain, Ruben Ruzafa, 2015 XTERRA World Champion from USA, Josiah Middaugh, 2019 Cross-Tri World Champion from France, Arthur Forissier, spot on, and the 2019 European Tour Champion from France, Arthur Series. This is why we call them the two Arthurs. All right. Jumping straight into it all, we begin, of course, with our reigning world champion, Rom Akeson. Rom, tell us, how has life changed as world champion? And you'll need a mic.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for having me. How's life changed? It hasn't changed much. I'm still an athlete. I'm still a Costa Rican kid that has a smile on my face and tries my best.
Any new sponsors you've picked up since last year?
I race with Specialized now, so I went to Specialized, but besides that, same.
No. And you look very relaxed, man. You're feeling good going into Sunday?
I feel great. I'm a relaxed kid.
Cool, bro. Hey, apart from XTERRA Chile and XTERRA Argentina, which you just dominated, they were great wins, we haven't really seen you racing much, in fact, apart from your one race at Mexico where Sam Osborne said, it's exciting to see Rom come out of hiding for this one. We haven't seen you much at all. What have you been up to? Where have you been?
I live in Costa Rica. I race a lot in Costa Rica. I own a training center that's called Playa Los Vivos Glamping Resort. So I work out of there a lot, and I've been putting a lot of time doing training camps and focusing on that project that I have. So I haven't raced like the World Tour so much. I did the ITU World Cross Championships in Spain. That I had an amazing race. Had a little mechanical issue there, but still it all came together how God wanted it to be. So I've done nationals. I've been racing a lot of mountain biking and racing in Costa Rica and triathlons, half Ironman and stuff, but mostly in Costa Rica to keep the budget a little smaller, and been putting a lot of time in my project.
Wonderful. You know, last year your victory here was so impressive. You just blew everyone away with your performance. Before the race, though, you lost your phone, your car got washed away in the river. You basically had to ride everywhere for a month purely out of necessity. This year, have you lost anything, man?
No, I haven't lost anything. But I did keep myself a little bit simple. I came by myself. I've been trying to be by myself a little bit, trying to calm my mind down, just relax, you know. Think less is more, especially coming into a race. Race is so important for me, and I guess for all the guys that are here too. I think it's important to relax, just to be yourself. You know, Sunday will be a day for everybody to go as hard as they can against themselves. You know what I mean? It's really important not to get into somebody else's race. And the best way to do that is spending time alone. Getting to know yourself, calming your mind, just calming everything, and just really focusing on the moment, what we're going to do right now, because that's what we're going to have to do. All of us are going to have to do Sunday.
Well, it worked for you last year, so let's hope it works again this year.
I think when it goes good, then you just got to keep on thinking about it, why it went good, and keep on focusing on it. And every year you're supposed to be stronger, you know. If you're not stronger, it's because something's not going right with the coach or something's not going right with your training program. So the idea is to be stronger this year.
And
but
you feel
all
stronger?
These guys are going to be stronger too. I feel great.
You look amazing this year. You look happy. You've got a bounce in your step. So look out, boys. This guy, he looks like he's going to take another championship title. All right, let's swing that right down there to Brad, our 2017 world champion. Brad, last year we actually were watching the race unfold live, and there was a moment, like I call it the winning moment for Rom here, where you were on the front on the bike going up a hill. Sam was just behind you. Your wheel slipped. His wheel slipped. This guy just went pum straight around, and we didn't see him again for the rest of the day. This year, if anyone goes past like a rocket, are there any plans to go with if you can, or are you just going to do your own thing?
Yeah, thanks. We definitely weren't in front. Ruben was in front at the time. We were trying to catch Ruben.
He's so far in front, we just forget about
yes,
how good
exactly.
he is.
But I guess if we want to say I was in front, that's cool. But yeah, no, Rom definitely had a great race last year. And yeah, when it comes together and it's your day, it's really, it almost feels easy in a way. And thinking back on the 2017 race where I won here, it really didn't seem like I had to dig that deep to get it done. So I really hope I have another one of those days, and I think all of us are searching for that perfect day. But yeah, I think the race this weekend, the field is so incredibly stacked that, as Rom said, to try and break it down and worry too much about what other athletes are doing, you're just going to end up tripping over your own feet. So focusing on your own strengths and trying to, yeah, just allow yourself to achieve the best possible result is what I'll be out there for.
And I saw you racing 70.3 Worlds, had a great race there. Tell me about the difference in intensity, though, of racing long course compared to XTERRA events.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting year for me. I definitely shifted my focus towards the middle distance triathlon racing. The idea was to race a mixture of both XTERRA and middle distance racing, and once I had my slot for the 70.3 World Champs, I definitely picked that as my A race. The field there was just pretty ridiculous. You know, you get like 30 names deep, and eventually you're just like, well, this is, you know, you could have a great day and end up like 37th. So again, yeah, just wanted to focus on my own race there, and a course which really suited us as XTERRA athletes. We went over a big mountain there in the south of France, the Col de Vence, which, yeah, it was in the end, it didn't suit me as well as I'd hoped. Alistair Brownlee apparently can climb well as well.
Yeah, who would have thought two-time Olympic champion, huh?
Yeah, so, but yeah, comparing intensity levels, XTERRA is still far ahead of a 70.3. You know, if you pace yourself correctly within a 70.3, sometimes it feels like you're actually taking it too easy on the bike. But because of the duration of the race, you really have to save yourself and box smart. Whereas XTERRA, it's pretty much flat out from the start. You really feel like you're having to respond to other athletes' moves. If you don't, there's not enough time to make it up. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how my body responds to that. I've only done 2 XTERRA races this year, being the XTERRA Asia Pacific Championships in Taiwan, as well as the XTERRA European Championships in the Czech Republic, which were both pretty competitive races, and they both went respectively pretty well. But I haven't had a complete focus on XTERRA and the training specifically for what the demands of an XTERRA require. So it'll be interesting. I know I'm fit and have the endurance that I will need to get through the 2.5 hours, but whether I have the intensity to match these guys who are XTERRA specific and yeah, really focus their time and energy on being the fastest XTERRA athletes that they can be, it should be a pretty big challenge.
Absolutely. Well answered. You know, we asked all the pros in the week leading up to the event, who do they think the favourite is in the men's field? Your name came up more than anyone else's. So how does that make you feel to be so respected by your peers, or is it a little bit nervous to know that everyone has you as a target?
That's brilliant. If they want to give it to me, I'll take it.
You've got to work for it, man.
No, I joke. Of course, I'm very appreciative of their generosity towards me and giving me that title. But you know, the course has changed so much this year between last year that I think it really favors a completely different athlete. And I'm not saying it doesn't suit me. I think it actually does suit me pretty well. I really enjoy this like really steep, punchy type of climbs, and then straight into single track where you've really maxed yourself out on the climb and you go straight into trail, and it takes a lot of mental energy and mental focus to ride smoothly and safely and not make mistakes, because out on these type of trails, once you make one mistake, it feels like this knock-on effect that you progressively get worse and you almost deteriorate. And once you start deteriorating mentally, it's a bit of a self-battle and you just kind of implode. So Yeah, of course, I'm very gracious that they all named me. But as you say, once that gun goes, my mate Sam over here doesn't. He thinks.
Well, boys, look out, because Brad's also the only male to name himself as the one to win as well. So confidence is on a high. Brad,
Maybe that's why I got the most number of votes.
Yeah. You know, Brad, last year you were training with Sam, but he's given you the flick to train with a lady friend. I mean, look at her. Who can blame him? I mean, I'd take her over you any day. Who are you training with at the moment?
Yeah, Love does mysterious things, eh? So hopefully him and the missus have just been going on romantic bike rides and not really training that hard.
He was out riding. He was out riding with the prince.
Place. It snowed a couple times while we were there, so I don't know. Samantha was begging to go to Pearl Street for a date, but Sam wasn't quite coming around. But I think she got over the line eventually. They went on multiple coffee dates. He started an Instagram coffee account. So no, Sam's personal life has taken off in a big way.
Could be a bit of a distraction for him. Well, let's hand the mic over to Sam. Sam, from New Zealand, mate, there's a fair amount of swell expected for Sunday. Have you thought about who you're going to swim with, whose feet you're going to jump on to get a bit of a gap on the rest of the field? Because there's a couple of really gun swimmers who enjoy those sort of conditions.
Yeah, look, it's probably the first I knew about the big swell happening on Sunday.
Surprise.
It's a nice surprise. I mean, you look at the surf last year, and that was exciting. I mean, I think there are a few guys standing on that start line, and they're probably packing themselves. I wouldn't say it's my forte entirely, but, I mean, I definitely enjoy the surf, and I actually spent quite a lot of time when I was still racing on the road in ITU in Gisborne, training with some surf life-saving boys down there. And, look, I think I learnt a massive amount off them just by playing in the waves and whatnot. So I guess, you know, like we say with, you know, I guess pool swimming to open water swimming, you know, they're not the same, and a lake swim to a sea swim with a swell is completely different. Whether I'm looking to follow any feet or not, look, I mean, I want the swim to be fast. I'm sure I'm not the only one here. Whether that's me leading the swim or someone else pushing the pace, look, I don't really care. We just want to swim fast. And
if it's not fast enough, will you go around and take the lead in the water, or are you going to conserve some energy?
Absolutely. If the swim's not fast enough, then I'll go around and I'll take it up. But look, I think there's many other people who have ideas about pushing that swim, and probably maybe more distinguished open water swimmers than myself. So I think, yeah, maybe look to them to be doing the hard work.
Well, we'll see how it goes. You know, last year you obviously trained with Brad. This year your prep has been very different. You know, last year to Europe. This year you went to the US to do the Pan Am Tour. What can you tell me about your experience racing over in the States?
I think it was all positive, really. You know, look, I've been going to Europe for a long time. 3 years racing XTERRA, but I think it might have been another 5 when I was racing on the road. So it's a long time going to the same kind of places, I guess. So, you know, the American tour, I guess, was a little bit refreshing, and they say change is as good as a break. And I think some of the Pan American courses actually suit me very well. You know, I come from Rotorua. It's one of the most famous mountain biking destinations in the world. And we went, you know, to race in Victoria, and we raced in Alabama, and in my opinion, that's what off-road racing is. You know, that is a real mountain bike course, and it rewards somebody who can handle a mountain bike. And so I really enjoy that kind of racing, and I guess now with this new course here, same kind of thing. You know, I think we have a real off-road race.
Yeah, fantastic. You know, Rotorua, some of the best single track on the planet. I've been there myself a lot of times, love riding there. Given your passion for single track, this course up here, I think, is going to favour you more than probably anyone else in the field. You must be just salivating at the trails.
I wouldn't probably pick myself out to say it suits me an incredible amount. I'm not a ex-professional mountain biker. But yeah, look, I think you'll still see the same guys at the front, but it'll definitely change the dynamics in a race in a big way.
What's your fastest lap time so far? I know 40, you've been timing.
40 minutes, mate. Check Strava.
40 minutes. You think we'll see some sub-45s come race day?
Oh, absolutely. Look, I think I heard, I can't remember what you told me today, Weiss, but 43. He rolled a 43 today.
Wow.
So I think, around that 1 hour 20, maybe slightly under. Yeah, for sure.
And what bike have you bought?
Look, it's been quite a topic of debate here.
Yeah.
I'm riding a Scott Spark, the full suspension. Maybe my decision, I think, it was a very easy one for me. I mean, the Scott is the lightest production full suspension you can get. And the difference between our full suspension bike and the hardtail is only 800 grams. Look, I mean, it's almost just your bottle on your bike. There's not a lot in it. And I think, that is the best bike for the course.
Cool. Well, good luck out there, man. And speaking of bike and riding, let's go chat to Ruben Ruzafa now. He's heard his name. He's paying attention again. Ruben, let's just cut to the chase. At what stage on the bike course are you going to be winning? Lap 1 or lap 2?
Repeat, in what lap?
Will you be winning on the first lap or will you be winning by the second lap?
I don't understand.
Be in the front of the race on lap 1 or lap 2?
I hope I stay in the lap 1, of course.
Lap 1. The single track is you're excited for that?
What?
The new course is you're happy for the new course? It's fast, flowy, suits you?
Yes, I'm happy. I will be happier if the climb was with single track or longer. But yes, not bad course. I think it's better than other years. I like the downhill. It's very technical and slippery. So yeah, I like it.
Tell me about China. You had a really good swim. Lead pack out of the water with Maxime. Is that your swimming now? Is that level?
No. In China and in other races, Maxine started to swim and to breathe each 7 times. So he was swimming very slow for him. So if he want, he can put us 2 minutes. But he say, okay, I'm going to go slow in the swim and later I'm going to push in the bike. So no, my swimming is not the Maxime swim.
Okay. Your run, though, in China was also very good. The last 4 years, you're first off the bike, and these guys, they run past you.
Yes, I know.
I know. Oh, man. You don't need me to remind you. How much of a gap do you need to win?
I think the gap not the important thing. The important thing is 5. Yeah. Okay. Okay. For Arthur 5. No,
Okay, you have
10. Yeah. Yes, it's better 10. Better. Yeah. No, the important thing is that I arrive with the energy to have a good run. I know that I can run like one of the guys of here, and if I don't waste a lot of energy in the bike or the energy than other years, I can run like them. So that's the key for me in this race.
And
So you ride slow?
It's possible.
Yeah.
he won't be riding slow, Brad. No. Dual suspension or hardtail?
Hardtail.
Hardtail.
Yeah.
Wow. And I ask you this every year, and you're yet to answer. I'm hoping this is the year.
We will see.
What is your tire pressure going to be for the race?
I'm not sure, but yeah, it's possible 3 bar in front and 4 rear.
All right, let's get the microphone off this guy. All right, moving along, let's go chat to Josiah, who's had the second fastest run here last year, the second fastest bike. Josiah, you're well and truly a contender for the overall win. Big surf, though. Bit nervous?
It's been so flat all week. I'd be surprised how much it comes up. But, at the end of the day, I don't know that a big surf makes a big difference with my race. I mean, the worst case scenario would be a pool swim for me, and that's pretty calm. So, I mean, I've had really good races in choppy ocean water. Some of my very best races have been in choppy ocean water. So that doesn't bother me at all. But I do know that I will come out of the swim with some work to do. And I've seen the evolution of the sport of XTERRA. And now we do have, the XTERRA specialists now compared to 10, 15 years ago can swim, can bike, and can run. And so those days of, making up big gaps out of the water are gone. And so I realize that. So I'll have to do everything in my power to, do damage control and come out of the water in a good position.
Absolutely. You know, a lot of guys picked Brad or Sam to win this thing, but, you know, Sam, Beaver Creek, you smashed him. Feel pretty good?
Well, that felt good, but no, I mean, I've been racing a long time, and you know, I think Bradley might have said it that, you know, or maybe it was Sam, but the best racers are going to move to the front of this race, and I mean, it doesn't matter if the course is flat, the course is steep. You're going to spend a lot of time on the mountain bike, and that's where I excel the most. And so I think at the end of the day, we're going to see a lot of these names sitting at this table at the front of the race, no matter who else joins the party. So, yeah, it'll all shake out one way or another. And
you love the new course, the new single track. Must, like you said, it suits you really well. It must be playing right into your hands.
Similar boat as Ruben. Yeah, would like to see that climb just a little bit longer, but you know, it's going to be something that we'll have to see how it shakes out on Sunday. See who it favors, and we really don't know. Because we haven't seen this course raced yet, so we don't really know. You know, are we going to be biking 130? Are we going to be biking 120 on the course? You know, if the conditions stay the same, it's going to be a fast bike. But does that necessarily, you know, favor, you know, somebody who's a better runner or not? We don't know. It kind of comes down to how much energy, you know, somebody has getting off the bike. It might make for faster run times, and we'll just kind of see how it goes.
And when you're out there doing your pre-rides and your reconnaissance, given that you know that you're going to be out of the water maybe in 20th or 30th spot, these guys are just going out there flat out as fast as they can. Do you have to go and think and make notes of where the passing opportunities on the single track are?
Yeah, and that's definitely one concern. Lots of passing on the climb, but I'm not going to go from, you know, 2+ minutes down to the front of the race on that first climb. So at the end of that first climb, I'll still have a lot of work to do, and I probably will be held up in some of that single track a little bit. So that's going to, you know, may play a factor. Hopefully it won't. Hopefully some people are courteous and not blocking the trail. But the way that I'll have to race is just kind of head down and making progress up through the field wherever I can make progress. And you know, sometimes you'll be wondering if the race has gone forever, and you come onto that second lap and you start to see the top 10, and maybe you start to see the top 5. And yeah, the way that I've always raced is more of a time trial, and sometimes I can get to the front and sometimes I can't.
Well, fingers crossed this is another time when you can, because we'd love to have another American winner. We'll now pass over to Artur Sierres. Close? You correct me. It's okay. You know, tell me about your, you told us about your 2019 season. When we asked you, how was your season, and you had one word answer, perfect. And yeah, I agree. European race champion, European Tour champion. How confident are you that you can be world champion come Sunday?
I think my European season was very long, so it can be hard to manage a good preparation for World Champ. But as you say, it's okay, and it gives me confidence. It gives me some ambitious for this race.
And you have a custom-made bike, I believe.
Yeah, I have a Cycle Leon in titanium. I will ride an hardtail because I think with this turn and there are no so much rocks, so I think it's perfect bike. I will see if he helps me, but I feel good on my bike, and I feel good on a turn, so we will see.
And which part of the bike do you enjoy most, the single track or the climbs going up? Where are you going to make up most time?
The climb.
The climb, yeah. Little light guy flying
Sure.
up.
Yeah, because you have to stay concentrate and stay focused on the single track. It's very slippery, so you can't make a big difference, I think, on a single track, but you can lose the race. On a hill, you just have to go as hard as you can.
And at the European Championship, you ran 3 minutes faster than everybody. So you just told Ruben you can put 5 minutes into him on this course, huh?
Yeah, I surprised myself. The first time I say, okay, I lose maybe the track, I not take the good way, but I don't know, I was on a very good day, and I have so much energy, and some guys say Ruben is just 3 minutes, 2 minutes and a half, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Karel say me Ruben explosion, so I say, come on.
And tell us, how far behind the leaders in the water do you want to come out? Or maybe you expect to come out with them? How far? Okay. How far do you expect, not would you like?
Yeah. I can swim fast like in European champ. I exit with front pack. When I do some bad swim, maybe I should go out of the water with Arthur. But I hope to be with Arthur and not behind, because I think if I am behind Arthur, I will be maybe 1 minute and a half or 2 minutes plus from the lead, and it's lots of hard work to do to catch every guy.
Yeah, but you can just run them down, so it's all good, huh? Well, best of luck out there. It's going to be fascinating to see. I'll keep an eye out for your run splits.
Thank you.
The other Arthur Forissier.
Forissier.
That was pretty good. Last year you didn't come to race because you broke your collarbone, which was a massive disappointment for all of the Arthur fans out there. You're back to full strength though this year.
Yeah, for sure. It was a big disappointment. But now I'm here, I'm well prepared, and I'm really happy to be here. I'm ready to enjoy the race and to give my best.
So you've had 3 really good wins this year. You won Italy, Switzerland, France, and then you took an ITU Cross World title. You must be bit disappointed, though, to get 4th at European Champs. But then after European Champs, you disappeared off the grid. What have you been doing for the past couple of months? We haven't seen you anywhere.
Yeah, you're right. So after the European Championship, I take some rest. I take a lot of time because I spent 3 weeks without any training. So that's a lot, but I need this time to recover, to prepare myself to a big block of training, and I think that was a good idea now, and I don't regret anything.
Cool. And what sort of bike are you riding? Tell us, that seems to be the hot topic this year.
I'm riding cube bikes, fully suspension.
Full suspension?
Yeah, for sure.
Not many with the full suspension. Anyone on the panel have a 26 or a 27.5? Everyone's rocking 29ers this year. Cool. All right. Thank you, Arthurs. Let's go back to Rom before we run out of time, our defending champion. Rom, it's been 5 years since a male champion has been able to defend their title. There's been a lot of talk about Brad and Sam, the ones to beat. I feel like you're almost flying under the radar a bit. Do you feel that way, or do you feel a lot of pressure? What's going on in your head?
Nah, no pressure. I mean, there's pressure always, but pressure's a good thing, I think a lot of people think about pressure and they think negative or something. No, pressure's great. I mean, why not, Cut my hair, bring the pressure on. It's all good. We'll see what happens.
Very chilled out. And last year, your race was tactically brilliant. You made that one big move on the bike, which really seemed to pay off. Any plans to make any more moves this year on any certain parts of the course? You want to give us all a bit of look, they're all listening. They all want to know.
No, the idea is to go as hard as I can from the beginning to the end, Last year, I didn't have the fastest swim, nor the fastest bike, nor the fastest run. And we had a 17-second gap on second place. And I guess it's proof that it's more about all together, all about the 3 sports, than just one. And it's going to be one big tack from the beginning to the end and dig as deep as you can, Like Josiah said, it's the beast mode.
The beast mode. Love it. Well, gentlemen, thank you for coming today. We appreciate your time. We look forward to seeing you all battle it out come Sunday. Pros all starting one wave altogether, 8 a.m. Hawaiian time. Age groupers leaving waves an hour later at 9. The full race unfolds live on Facebook starting 7:45 race morning. Hope to see you all there. Tommy from XTERRA signing out. Aloha.